so let's go ahead and get into today's tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stumbled across this video and if you are returning, I appreciate you so much. So I'm already starting off by applying my base from P. Louise, and I'm using the shade number 6 mixed with the shade number 3. Next, I'm going to go and lay my transition color down, and your transition color is simply the shade that you choose for your crease. So I'm using my bronzer. Love this. It is the top shade. It just warms up my crease perfectly, and it reminds me of the MAC. I cannot think of it just right off the back, but it was like a reddish brown eyeshadow that I used to use back in the day. I think it's Brown Script, I want to say. So just love that. So next I'm going to go in and take this light shade from the top corner of the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette. Y'all, I love this for a pop of highlight in that inner corner tear duct area. It just works, and the more you add, the more you can build. Next I'm going to go in with a brown eyeshadow from the same palette, and I like to do a variant, so I start out with a lighter shade, and then in my crease on the rest of the lid I'll go in with a deeper chocolate. And so for your smoky eye, you don't have to do multiple colors. You can just take one color and literally use that as your shadow. But I am using that chocolate brown at the bottom of the palette. It's my go-to for my everyday. And it just depends on how dark I want it, but you can always mix them for your liking. So I'm just taking my flat blending brush, and I'm just going to pop that in the crease and kind of build that up while using circular motions to get that blended out. And with a smoky eye, I feel like the number one thing would be just to make sure you're blending. So you want to make sure you have a good blending brush. Doesn't mean that it has to cost a lot. Just means get you a good blending brush that works for you. And so I tend to go back and forth between these two. I want to say they're both, maybe one is from Sigma, but I know majority of the later brushes that I've gotten are from Morphe. To make sure everything is blended, I'm going to go in with that same large blending brush that I used earlier, applying that bronzer, and I'm just taking just a little bit more of that bronzer to warm up my crease some more, and just making sure everything is blended and not harsh from that chocolate brown that we added for the smoky. I'm then going to go in and line my eyes. I'm using the Sephora liquid liner, you guys. This has been a lifesaver. Like, I love it. I actually went to Sephora, got me one for my makeup kit, and got me another one for my backup because it does the job, and it reminds me of the NYX. Y'all know they discontinued it, so like that was the go-to. So now I'm on this, and please Sephora, do not discontinue this. Tip, if you are just beginning, or just a tip in general, when you are applying your liner and you notice that you want it sharper, or you just mess up, take a brush with some foundation or some concealer on it. It could either be angled or like a round brush like this, but mine is pretty sharp due to how flat I keep it. And just take that and swipe and clean up that area, and I promise you, you'll have a clean, fresh line. Next, I'm going to go in with this cream liner. Y'all, this is my go-to. It costs under $3. I will link it down below. It's by Essence, and you can find it at Ulta. So next, I'm going to go in with my mascara. I am using the NARS Climax. You guys, this is kind of like my go-to. Been using this for like probably over 2 years. Like, love it. I'm going to go ahead and add my lashes, and I'm using the MCD Luxury Co. Fluffy Lash Book. I'm taking the top lashes and adding them on, y'all. The fluffiest lashes out there, I promise you, okay? Can't nobody compete, y'all. They're bomb. Simply, they just bomb. So next I'm going to go in with my contour stick from Juvia's Place. This is one of their cream foundation sticks. I will put the name of it down below. I was just like, you know what, since I am going with the foundation today, let's go ahead and use some of the concealer products. For my concealers, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my day-to-day. I am using the NARS. Now, I just been using this because I've noticed that I have a shadow, and I apply a warmer concealer around my mouth area just to kind of counteract that. and a little bit of color correction, but you don't have to necessarily do that. You can add an orange if you really want to get into color correcting. My highlighter I'm going to use is the NARS Soft Matte. I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to go in with my everyday concealer. And then I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Faux Filter. You guys already know how I feel about this concealer. It has taken place of my other concealers. Like, I've been pulling it every day. Yeah, that foundation is a spot on match. I like to spray my setting spray just to kind of keep it moist. You can use whatever you want, but my favorite is this right here. As y'all can see, I need to go get me some more, like ASAP. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. And I like to start with my contour. Let's go ahead and do my nose first. I have not used a Juvia's Place cream stick in actually a while. Like, it's been a long time, you guys. But I love the way it's blending so far. It actually may just work. After I've applied my foundation, I'm going to go in and do my concealer. I actually like to allow my concealer to sit while I do the rest of my face because it gets tacky and it just gives me the coverage that I'm looking for. I'm looking for like that airbrush filter type look underneath my eyes. For this look, I'm going to go in with my cream blush. I'm using this cranberry color on my cheeks. I haven't used my cream blush in a while. I've been trying to just go for like simple and go because of time. But today, I want to do something a little bit different. So keeping in the drugstore family, I'm trying to mix it up, you guys, a little bit more than what I normally do. So if you guys are enjoying the drugstore mixes, definitely thumbs up this video and drop a comment down below. So I like to add a little bit more bronzer onto my face. Even though I use my creams, I'm taking my same bronzer palette in the shade Dark, taking that top color, and I'm just using that to contour and bronze out my skin. Yeah, it's more of a bronze. Let me not say contour. So I was going for a lighter highlight underneath the eyes, so I'm taking a really bright base from P. Louise. I don't remember the name, but I want to say it's a paint. It's not one of the ones with the numbers. So I got it like a long time ago, and I knew it was super bright. So I'm just going to apply this right at the beginning of the eyes to give me that pow. And this is great. I feel like it worked out the way I wanted it, and it looked really smooth. You don't have to do this step if you don't want your concealer to be super bright. This is just for the girls, you know, who want that look. And it definitely is flash friendly. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my sponge. My loose powder is the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. And another tip when applying your loose powder, pat. Do not drag. Like, do not drag your makeup. For all of your techniques, if you pat, you will notice that you are building instead of pulling and dragging across the face. I also pat my powder on my hand, on the back of my hand prior to, so that way I make sure I have the smoothest application. And I do still have like some fine lines underneath the eyes. That's going to be natural just depending on hereditary, genes, and all the above. And sleep, which I don't get. But yeah, the goal is to get it as smooth as possible though. I'm using this shade right here as well as the shade in this palette, but honestly I probably can mix these two right here, so I'm just going to use those two, and if I need to add a little more warmth I will. And I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm getting ready to go ahead and set my face, you guys. My face powder that I'm using, y'all know it's my Makeup Forever. This is a foundation powder as well. If you haven't, definitely check out the foundation review. Let me know what you guys think. It's kind of more so of a demo than a review. Burgundy maroon pink blush. We are going to I must do a pink blush today. We feeling feminine, so let's throw on some pink blush. This blush is super pigmented, you guys, so I do recommend like starting small and kind of building. I love a good blush on the cheeks. I feel like adding color to the face is the best way to have dimension as well as bronzer. Super pretty. And then I'm gonna go in and add my highlighter. I have been obsessed. I just add a little bit of highlighter on my nose because I just, y'all, for the last year I have been wearing my like less highlighter. Like the only time I will wear it on my face is when I'm like glowy, I'm going for that type of look, and like it just depends on the look. But lately I just be putting it on my nose, and that's good. Like, it's enough. All right, so I'm gonna add a few coats of mascara, you guys. Every time I think of mascara, y'all, I swear, TikTok, TikTok, that's all I think about. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lip. I'm going to go in with a nude lip. First, I wanna go in with my truffle lip liner. Super pretty nude. I told you guys, like, it is the everyday nude lip, I promise you. So this is Latte with Truffle Liner. You can always purchase these individually as well. So I'm gonna add caramel kisses on top, and we are going to, this is gonna be a gorgeous lip combo. I love caramel kisses. Like, it smells, oh, it smells like caramel, you guys. Kind of makes you hungry. Y'all see? Y'all can see the pigmentation. Gorgeous. Like, y'all see that? Like, don't play with it. So this is Truffle Lip Liner, Latte Lipstick, and Caramel Kisses Gloss. And if you want like more of that caramel color, you can just continue to add more gloss, but I like it. It is so pretty. So I don't want to use my other spray, so we're gonna go in with this. But see, I don't want to mattify my face too much. And I'm just gonna take my powder brush and just Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this quick tutorial. Try to make some drugstore in it. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you did and drop a comment down below. Thank y'all for watching.